that's better. Hi! Hi, this is Scrappy. I'm finally live. I'm going to need somebody to be watching and give me a thumbs up or something to tell me that this is working and they can hear me. Because I spent 3 days trying to do this the professional way and didn't work. Didn't happen, not going to happen. So we got to do it the Scrappy way, which you're probably going to get seasick later on as we get into it. So, I'm kind of doing this off of two things. I've got my phone to record. I've got my computer to see what anybody says. Or if you have questions or you want to talk. I don't know if it works, if I can do that on my computer while I record live. But we'll try. So, happy Easter from quarantine. Let me get over to my page and see how we're going to do this. Because apparently every phone on the planet, you can mirror your phone to your computer and you can see what you're doing there, and it's a great thing and it's a wonderful thing, and it's not how that happens for me. So that's why we're going to go slow. Slow and steady. Okay, so and also apparently when I'm doing a recording for a live, go live, Facebook Live, I can save it and share it. So this is my practice round, so don't get all excited or anything. What I'm going to try and do after this is share it to the blog, and if you've signed up for my newsletter, or if you haven't, I will tell you where to do that later. But that links you to the blog, and you get a notice every Monday morning when that gets updated. And I'm going to see if I can share this to my YouTube channel, because yes, I have a YouTube channel. I'm so excited for that. So just be patient and stay tuned. We'll get there. But in the meantime, I am going to flip the phone around so that you can see my work table, so it looks just like it does in those cool how-to videos that you watch all the time, I'm sure. So if you're drinking, hold it, because we're going to spin here. Ooh, look out! Ooh. There we go. Check it. Okay, let's get the lighting and the cord. Okay, here we go. Look at this pretty paper. Isn't this amazing? This is the most beautiful paper I've ever had in my life. I'm just joking. I'm joking, but it's the best paper that I've had because it's gridded out. And over on the other side here, it's got these little boxes where you can write notes. You can write what you need, like, oh my god, I'm making a card. I ran out of glue. Oh, better put that on my shopping list. There you go. Now, why is this so cool? Well, if you'll notice, as I take it away, you see this mess underneath. And these are, what do they call it? You can cut on them, and they're self-healing. They're self-healing cutting boards for crafting. They are gridded out as well in 1-inch increments. This one is about 25 years old, and this one is about 12 years old, maybe 11 years old or more. So yeah, and I love them. I'm used to these. They're kind of pricey if you buy a new one. That's my goal, is to get a new one. But in the meantime, since I am now a demonstrator for the Stampin' Up! Company, they sell this paper that is the exact same thing. And when you jack it all up and get it all sloppy, you just rip it off and get a new one. Or you can use the back side if you didn't get that sloppy, but I get really super sloppy. So let's start with that. That is super cool. Anyway, so it's been like 2 weeks since I signed up to be a demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And the reason I signed up is because I got the opportunity 5 years ago to teach card making, which paper crafting is something I got obsessed with probably about 12 years ago, 15 maybe, thanks to my friend Linda. And yep, she got me obsessed. And so ever since then, that's all I do is hoard paper crafting. But I also love teaching paper crafting, and I got to do that through an adult education program here where we live for one season, I guess is how they went with it, was seasons. And after that, it was very successful. It was great. I kept it simple. It was for people who had never crafted before. They didn't even know what colors of paper went with each other, how to pick paper, how to even start, like what do you even need it, what tools. So by the end of the class, I did have people that were hugging me. They were happy. They said they'd never been able to be creative before. I had one woman crying. And yes, I am going to toot my own horn, because back in first grade, I had a teacher that got mad at me and said I would never be a good teacher. I was horrible at teaching people. That was just because I wouldn't talk to anyone, and I wouldn't talk to her either. So I think she was just irritated. But I loved it, and I've been trying to figure out how could I do that ever since, because what happened was the funding got taken away for that program, so no more adult education classes at the local high school. But like I said, something I always wanted to do and continue to do, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And for the last 30 years, Stampin' Up! Has been around, and I've heard of them, but I've never thought, what do they do? What is it about? Whatever. Turns out, guess what? They let you be a teacher for card making or scrapbooking or whatever, because it's paper crafting. And the great thing about it is I can teach my class and at the same time offer the products from their company. Why is that cool? Because if you've never crafted before and you have no idea where to start or what pairs with what or what ink to use with what type of stamp, because there's 3 different types of stamps on the planet, or what paper goes with what embellishments, this company has laid it out for anyone. Everything is coordinated. Their quality is great. And let me tell you, since I've been doing paper crafting, I have tried every company's brand you can think of, even the store brands. Most recently, I've been super obsessed in, what do they call it if you're a girl and you bromance over someone? Like, I've been super obsessed over this one woman who's a crafter and creates her own line of everything, and it's amazing, and it's expensive, and I love it, and I'm addicted. So, I've done everything from using an old cereal box to make something with to the most expensive brand that I can find. And honestly, I really like the products from Stampin' Up! They're great. The inks are good. They stay true to their color. The stamps are very precisely made. You don't lose any shape. You don't get any smearing. The papers are a very good weight, and like I said, they're all color coordinated with everything they offer. And they're affordable. They are, you can buy kits. You can bundle things, you can buy just the particular items, and they are highly comparable to going to Michael's. So for designer papers and very well made products, you can get anything you need very affordably to look like you have been doing paper crafting for 20 years. So I got super excited and said, yay, I can teach the classes the way I want, how I did it, everything's great, and I am excited that I'm going to be doing that again for you guys. Because we're under the quarantine situation, we obviously cannot go to your house, and you can't come to me to be taught or for a lesson or take a class or anything like that. So the company has been amazing working with all of their demonstrators this week. This week we had a meeting to decide, to talk about what are our options to teach classes online. How are we going to do this? You're taking all this personal interaction you can get in a live class, and you got to put it onto a computer somehow. So, that, and then I also have a 4-hour seminar I've been reading or listening to and taking notes on about how to do it. And through all the brainstorming that all the demonstrators have done, we've come up with a lot of ideas that how we can offer us teaching you in your privacy of your own home and still allowing you a chance to get their products and learn everything that I know that I can teach you to do with them. So very important for my business is that you sign up for my newsletter, because that is straight from me. That is going to tell you of the upcoming events and the classes that I'm going to be offering online. I am going to, right now I'm starting out slow. So I've got one class that I'm planning, which will hopefully be for the last weekend in April. It would be probably about 2 hours of recorded video. And after figuring out the price for that and the products that you would need to make those projects, but I'm going to show you a little sampling of what you could make from that class. See, so what I did when I started up, you have to, of course, get your starter kit of materials. And I thought I was being slick, so I ordered everything I needed to try out almost all the products that I could from this company. So I ordered the designer papers, which is the 12 by 12 sheets with all the pretty pictures on it. And I ordered standard vanilla colored cardstock to make card base out of. And I ordered a set of solid colored cardstocks. I ordered a set of stamps with coordinating dies, and the dies are what you run through a die cutting machine, and it cuts out shapes. And I ordered a embossing folder, and I ordered an ink pad and a paper punch, and all this stuff was coordinated. And I'm like, this is so intriguing. I have never worked with something coordinated before. I have always just shot from the hip, used what I had, pulled it out of my mind, and made my cards. So this was new. This was interesting for me. So I'm going to show you how I did actually following coordination. So here we go. Here is one. Does that work better? Actually, I just thought about something since I don't know how this works. Does this look straight, or was it okay sideways? Does it matter for the viewer? Tracy, you're watching. What do you think? Does this look like it's straight? Because I don't want to make anyone seasick, and I don't want to do this upside down. But I gotta know if this works. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this just because I feel better at it. Better doing it this way just to be safe. Wait, yeah, what? Yeah, it's okay sideways? It looks normal to you? So this is okay? Because right now I have my phone sideways. So that you can see the tabletop. Okay, so I guess that's cool. Okay, so here's a card that I made. Look at this. It's still me. This is my style, my coordination of elements here. This is a die cut piece of paper. These are die cut leaves, and they've been sparkled. This is a coordinated, whatever is comfortable you to work with. Okay, as long as it doesn't look upside down to you guys, that's cool. And this is the designer paper. This is from their Precious Petals collection of designer papers. This is the neutrals. See this green here? A pack of solid colored cardstock. This die set that cut these out is the coordinating die set that goes with the beautiful Promenade stamp set. And if you see, here's a stamp. Here's the inside of the flower as a stamp. So you take your cardstock and you stamp the flower and you stamp the inside on the flower. Then you cut around the flower on your paper, put it on your die cutting machine if you have a die cutting machine. And this is a die. See, this is a little metal ridge here that'll cut through that paper when it's pressed through the machine. So you stick that on top of what you stamped, run it through your machine, and out pops a flower. And then I added some sparkle, of course, and I wrinkled the edges to give it some 3D dimension. There's the 3D dimension. So that was really cool. So I was like, okay, apparently I can follow coordination. So here's another one. And this is again from the same pack of papers. The neutrals is what this set is called. It's got green, blue, brown, a couple grays, like a wine colored red, a different color of the precious petals, different design. What I liked about these ones is it reminded me of Impressionism art from college and, you know, coffee table books of Impressionism, because I was kind of into that for a while, but obviously that didn't work out. So I thought that was cool. I've never seen that kind of paper before. So that's the one I got. This is a 3D embossing folder, and you can see the depth of what that is. It doesn't just emboss the paper, it's actually puffed up the little diamonds like a pillow, so it's giving it a 3D effect. And then here I've stamped in the corners. And then those are the stamps also that comes in the set of stamps. Here is the same type of card. See how it's the same type of card? And if you'll notice, there's green and brown framing the picture. And over here, I did the brown and the green framing the picture. This picture is lighter. This one is darker. Same embellishments. So it's the same card, but because I've changed the colors around, it looks like two completely different works of art. Super easy, super simple. This one here is, again, the same paper set. This shape here, this is a tag cut out with this beast right here. This is the everyday label. Look, oh my gosh, look, you can see me through it through the phone. Aha, that's cool. So yeah, these things are great. Look, they've got a little release. And there's the stamp. You slide your paper in, and wha-bam, you chop it out. And then of course you gotta put the lock back on. This is cool. This has a good weight to it, and that's what you want to look for in a paper punch. A good weight, a good hold, because if they're too weak, if they're not sturdy enough, they don't punch the paper and they get stuck. And then you have to use a hammer to pry it apart, and then nobody in the house is happy when you're beating these apart with hammers. So I have to give credit to Stampin' Up! For making a good, solid, sturdy machine here. So, also, last one in my little set. I made 4 cards. And look at this one. This is another die that came in the die cuts. I've added sparkle to that. And this, I embossed the designer paper, not the plain paper. So see, it's all the same elements. It just depends on where you put them. If you look at them, now doesn't that look like something amazing, like some professional did these? I'd like to think I'm a professional, but you're only professional once you get paid. So since I haven't gotten paid yet, that's why I'm going to do the class to teach y'all to be professionals with me. So that we are looking forward to. Oh, it was 5 cards. I'm sorry, I forgot that one. Listen, they didn't hire me because I can count, okay? Okay, so first and foremost, that's super cool. On the Facebook page, I don't know how it looks for you guys, but on the left-hand side, there's a little menu list of where you can pick to watch a video. You can read. It's all listed under my picture, and at the bottom, you have to click so it says "Show You More," and at the bottom it says "Scrappy in Your Mailbox." Click on that, and you fill out a little form, And then that puts you on the list to get my newsletter. And tomorrow, Sunday, I spend all day loading up an amazing, perfect, well thought, well prepared newsletter for you to read all Monday morning. And I'm just being sarcastic. It probably won't even make sense, but it's going to be fun, and it's going to list all the events and times and stuff that you need to know. So let's get to the fun part. I have been waiting for 2 weeks to open up this little box that came with my starter kit. This was a surprise. I don't know if it was just a promotion for when you sign up in March. I can look into that if anyone's interested in signing up to be a demonstrator. I don't know if it comes with every starter kit or not, but I felt really special because I got this. Let's turn it around so you can read it. There it is. It says free kit. Open the box and see what's inside. It says Paper Pumpkin by Stampin' Up. What the heck is a paper pumpkin? It's certainly not this. This is a box. So, you know what they did? They got on the monthly subscription box bandwagon, and you can sign up to get a crafting box. Depending on how the year goes, let me see here. I was going to pull up all the details about it on my website while I did this, but I don't think I can multitask that well. But go to the Stampin' Up website. At the bottom, click on Paper Pumpkin. It will tell you all the information about how many times a year it comes out. This one here is March's, so this one's already done. Like you'd have to order early in the month, the first 2 weeks, to be able to get the one for the next month. So for May month, Paper Pumpkin available till April 10th. Okay, so since it's April 11th, we probably missed out on May. I don't know. We're going to have to check that out. I haven't decided if I'm going to sign up for getting this monthly because I haven't even opened a box yet. So, it is apparently a kit. It's either a kit of card making, or apparently around the holidays they'll do a kit to make gift boxes, gift bags, trinket things, craft. It's all different. You just never know what you're going to get. Though, the next one that comes out is going to have a couple holidays, so you have a head start. It's going to have Mother's Day, Father's Day. So yeah, so check that out. When I'm done with this video, I will post a link underneath it to my shopping page so you can check it out. So here we go. So let's see. What did I get in my little free monthly subscription box? I never did one of these unboxings before, but I know it's all the cool thing to do right now. Like I do the monthly makeup from Ipsy, and I love it, and my life has never been better since I started that, so I'm hoping that this will be the same, because it's paper. So this says, Paper Pumpkin, your one-stop box for creativity. It should also say, and during times of quarantine, this will give you and your family much-needed relief from puzzles. Yeah, let's see here. I love puzzles. I used to do 5,000 million piece puzzles when I was a kid, but this is more fun. And that's the cool thing about it. It's a box it's a kit, so there's more than one thing in here that someone can do. So you could definitely do this with like your kids, sit down with your family around the table. Here we've got some stamps. Now, they're going to test my knowledge here. These are photopolymer stamps. They're laser cut. They're on a hard plastic. These are cool. It's got all these little sentiments in there. What's that? Oh, it's a birthday cake. Oh, that's super cool. I got a birthday cake stamp. I've never had that before. Congratulations. Oh, there's crocuses for spring. That's cool. Look at that big one. I don't know what the bars are, but you could stamp those bars And then you could take that word wishes and stamp over on top of those bars, so you'd have something happen in there. You're a great reason to celebrate. That's what that is. Have a lovely birthday. Okay, so it's got all the word. So here's a cool thing about their stamps also, because you can go into Joann's and Michael's and you buy these photopolymer stamps, and that's fine. They work great. But as soon as I got my first set and I started taking them off the plastic, I was like, whoa, look how thick that is. And it comes off really easy. A lot of these sets, when you buy them from the store, they're very thin polymer, I guess, whatever this is. And you have to rip like heck to pull them off. And they stretch, and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to bust them or rip it in half. What the hell do I do then? But look at this, it's so thick. And let me get the block that I have to stick it to. Look at that. I mean, that is rigid and sticky. So it's going to stick to your stamping block really nicely. Let me get that actually and show you real quick. Oh, there it is. Okay, so what you do with these, if you've never used a photopolymer stamp, is you get an acrylic block, and it's just a piece of plastic block. The ones that you get in the store are usually about 1/4 inch thick, and they come in all different sizes, and you stick your stamp to it. These ones, honestly, this stamping block was the first thing that amazed me about the Stampin' Up! Company's products. Because look at this, it's got this ridge. See that ridge? So you can grip that. So you are not gonna, like if the ones in the store are half this thickness, you can't grip that. That's a 1/4 inch. My god, I got meat hooks. Everybody got big fat hands by the end of the day. How are you gonna stamp with something that tiny? This got some weight to it. It's got some beef to it. You can get some work done with this block, and it's got a good weight. Again, you want that weight, that gravity working with you. So you got this really nice thick stamp on this really nice block. Look at that. So that right there sold me, just because, yeah, that's how much of a paper geek I am. This thing is awesome. This is a size D block. If you look at the stamping section online, their blocks are all different shapes. Goes through A, B, C, D, E, F. Might go further than that. But this is a D. This is a pretty standard size, so that's why I went with that. So yeah, look at that. We got some stamps. I'm so excited for that birthday cake. This, look at this. What's this? This is a Stampin' Spot in Rococo Rose. So see how it says Rococo Rose? In their catalog, they have paper that matches Rococo Rose. You can buy the big ink pad that says Rococo Rose, and that is like this. This is my big brown early espresso, which I love. You can buy the marker in Rococo Rose. You can buy ribbon that will match and coordinate. Everything coordinate. Look at that. It's almost coordinating with my nails. Let's see. All right, let's open it up. Let's get us a knife and open it up. Because life is more fun with knives in the craft world. This is why my nails look bad. You see this? First of all, I get my nails done every October through January. Through the springtime and summer, I play baseball. So I can't have my nails done, and that means no acrylic nails. And that's what I love. So, end of January, took my acrylic nails off. I think we got 2 or 3 baseball practices in before the quarantine hit. So, since I'm not playing baseball, and hopefully we'll start up, you know, any day now whenever this is over, I'm not getting my acrylics back on. But in the meantime, I figured, well, I might as well paint my nails, right? Well, here you go. That's why I get mine professionally done. Anyways, because I suck at nails, but I'm awesome at paper. Here is the Rococo Rose. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Look at that. Yeah, you can see that. That's kind of rosish. Let's see, is this... Nice. We will stamp with that shortly. Cool, I now have another stamp color. Because right now I've only gotten this color. And I bought this because it's a dark brown. It's a dye-based, so it won't smear. And it goes with everything. And you can see it on almost any paper. Like like I said, I was very smart when I bought my products. I'm like, if I can't buy any more products for a month, just, you know, hopefully that's not the case. But if I can't, at least I got the basics. And then I love when anybody wraps stuff in tissue paper, because that just makes you feel elegant and like you're special. All right. These are, oh, it's a kit called Lovely Day. Look at those. Look at that color. Can you see that? There's those stamps. Looks like they've embossed. If any of the techniques that I'm mentioning are foreign to embossing or, I don't know, whatever, sign up for the newsletter and take my class, because that's where you're going to learn all this stuff. And in addition to the classes, you'll have the opportunity, once you become a student of mine, you have the opportunity to get into my group, my Facebook group page, which is where I'm going to be doing tutorials every so often. And you can learn fun stuff like embossing with embossing powder, or tricks to emboss with an embossing folder, or how to make those petals on the paper look like real petals. So that all comes to my students who sign up to, you know, take my classes. So again, get on the books with that. So here we are with our knife again. Let's open this up. I guess I could probably have read the instructions first, but I don't do that because I'm an artist. Right? And we're artists. We're creative people. We don't need instructions. I'm just kidding. JK, I will read those instructions as soon as we're off here. But I want to look like a badass to you guys, so here I am. Not reading instructions. I would be doing it using my teeth. But since I don't know when I can get back to the dentist, I'm going to save those for later. Oh, that is some good plastic, man. Even their plastic's good quality. Shoot. I might just about use my teeth on this one. Oh, I got their foam dots. Oh my god, their foam dots are great. That's to layer up your cards to give them a 3D level effect. So we got a little bag of sequins. Look at those pretty pink sequins. Can you see that? Look, it matches my sweatshirt, which is super cool. Cool, 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 cool. Here's those stamp dots. They're called dimensionals. Not foam dots, but, you know. Yeah, so they're like, see that? They're foamy and sticky on both sides, and that's what lights up your cards. Or when you're making, when you've cut out an embellishment and you want to stick it on top of your card, that's what you use to give it that depth. Cool, I got a sheet of those. Alright, let's get these out of here. Let's get the box out the way. Alright, there she goes. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We've got, okay, look at these. These are die cut embellishments. Well, this one is. See how it's the flower look? It pops out. It's perforated, so it comes out. So you've got that, and then there's a square. You can pop that out. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of those. And, okay, now this, see how it's got some decoration up here and down here? That's on this paper, but the inside, that pops out. So this is a 2-in-1. This, once it's popped out, you could use it to stamp on or put an embellishment on. And then this, you can stick on the front of your card. So that'll be cool. So next Saturday, when I do another one of these little shows, I will have made a couple of these, and I'll show you how those turned out. So we got 3 of those. This is another card face, or you could put it on the inside of the card, probably. Yep. And it's just got a subtle imprint of a rose there. How many of these do we got? We got 1, 2, 3 of those. And, oh look, it even gives you the envelopes. Hey. Yeah, oh, look at that. Now that's fancy when they do that. See that when you got a liner on the inside of your envelope? Very cool, very elegant. See, you get this box. Now, they retail for about $22 a month. That price may go up, may go down, depending on if it's like a big kit, like with those, with the gift bags and different crafts that they'll put in there every so often. So that might fluctuate. So right there, those fancy envelopes, that's a good deal. That made up for it right there. So we got 1, 2, 3 cream and 3 green. So this kit's going to make us 6 cards. 6 cards for what would have been 22 bucks. That's pretty cool when you think about the materials you need, because this probably would have at least been $40 in supplies, I can tell you right now. That stamp set alone that I showed you. This little ink spot, depending on where you bought it from, $3.99 to $5.99, depending on whose brand it was. Stamp set, easily $9.99 to $12.99, depending on where you bought that. So yeah, you've already made up for it. Oh, these are cool. Now these are dimensional embellishment words, and they're in gold. So you just pop them out, and they're sticky on the back. You peel that off. That's cool. I've never had a dimensional word before. Look at that gold foil. That is super cool. Uh-oh, look, there's more envelopes. Oh, we can make more cards. Look, there's 3 in blue. 3 envelopes in blue here now. So now you've got the blue, the cream, and the green. Cool. And then what are these? I guess I opened the pile upside down. I don't know. Okay, look at this. I don't know. Oh, it's a... Look, it's like a gift card holder. You'd pop that in there. And then you got a card like that. That's cool. I've never had an envelope like that. So we got 3 of those. So this would make you a lot of cards. Now, if you added this to a stack of just the regular colored cardstock, just a pack of cardstock, you could easily make twice the amount of cards from this kit. Here's the actual card. So you see what they did? They've already pre-scored down the middle. So all you have to do is fold that in half. Boom. You got your card. Done. And then you just got to decorate it. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of those in that dark green. Cool. I love when they're pre-scored. Oh, these are fun. These are tags. So you could stamp right on those. So they have, see those tags? They're little banners and tags. Stamp right on those. Put some dimensionals on the back. Boom, stick them on your card. And, okay, so that was 3 in the green. So now we've got 3 cards in the maroon. Again, they're pre-scored. Cool. And that's a good weight card. Like, that's not gonna rip as you work on it. You could antique this really easily because it's so nice and thick. You could sandpaper the edges. And here, oh, here's some more of the tags and the banners to stamp on. Uh oh, this is upside down. Oh, we got little white dots. Little white dots. So those are little doodads you stick on the middle, in the middle of a flower. Okay, and then here we are. Oh, and the other cool thing about their embellishments, these little dots, and their gems. They sell the little gems and the rhinestones that stick to, you know, you can stick on things. They're all colorable. and the ribbons are as well. So if you need a ribbon to match your, if you want to make a little bow to stick on your card to match your Rococo Rose ink, then you get the ink and you just color your embellishments with it. And they sell these in markers, you know, there's markers and the ink pads and all, you know, different ways you can buy the ink. But everything can be colored, even their crystal jewels. If you color them with the marker, now you have a pink crystal jewel, the exact color that you needed. And you can't do that with the other ones from stores or other companies. The material they're made of, the ink would just bubble right on top of it. It wouldn't stick. But it actually will dye their embellishments whatever color you need it to be. So that's cool. So everything that they sell has so many different purposes that you can manipulate however the heck you want. And I'm all about that because, like I said, I don't follow instructions. So, okay, so let's look at this here. 3 easy steps. Try it yourself. Become a subscriber. Invite someone else to join. I can see how this would be cool. I love the monthly boxed things. There's a whole bunch of them I want to get. And there's a Crazy Cat Lady one that I have to have someday. So you get this little card to sign up. And this is just, oh, this shows you, you can see make 3 of those, 3 of those, and 3 of whatever's. Okay, so you see this kit. We're going to do this. Next Saturday, I'm going to come back and show you what I made and how I did it. This is fun. Oh, look, look, look. Here you go. So you got your tutorial just right here. Very cool, very cool. So this would be ideal for somebody who's just getting into card making. If you're not a card maker, if you're a scrapbooker, if there's still scrapbookers out there, and I hope there are, because scrapbooking's awesome, and that was the first thing that, like I said, my friend Linda got me into, that got me addicted. You can use these in your scrapbook. You don't have to make cards with these just because it comes in a box that says card kit. I mean, this would look great. I've been married, I think should be going on 2 or 3 years, I forgot. Again, didn't hire me because of my math. But I still haven't done my wedding album yet. Scrapbook album. These would be great because my colors were pink and different shades of pink and gold. So, I mean, I might save these. I might save those. So that was cool. I'm so excited. I am honestly been super excited trying to hold on to not opening this until I could get my phone and all my stuff to go live. Because I can't teach a class if I can't go live. So there you go. And so that's it. I'm going to wrap it up and play with my card kit. Yeah, I think I like doing these as far as the quarantine lasts. Saturday nights, 8 o'clock. Nothing else to do. Join me here. Bring a friend next week. Please bring friends. This is fun, and I know nobody has anything else to do except day drink. I know that seems like that right there in itself is an awesome excuse to not do anything else. However, we're going to be stuck here for a very long time, it looks like, and you can't be day drinking all the time. You have to craft with me sometime. So, bring a friend, sign up for the newsletter so you get all the details. Like I said, I've been working all week, figuring out my schedule, figuring out how I'm going to do these classes to you online. But keep in mind, once we're in the clear on the planet and we can freely roam, I can come to you. I can teach a class. You want me to teach you and your daughters, have a girls' day, how to do cards. It's the same exact class that I taught at the adult ed program. So keep that in mind. But yeah, and like I said, once you become a customer of mine and a student, you get into the secret group, my secret little Facebook group where you get to learn all the special tips and tricks that I have. And in the meantime, here, let me know what you think. You got any questions on what you saw today? Let me know. I am going to post up the link to my store. I'm going to make you all seasick one more time, so hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh. That's all my stuff back there. I gotta figure out, oh, there's the button. Because I gotta turn it around. There it goes. Okay. There I am. I know, I don't get as super excited as everyone else. But here's my thing. You see how I just said super? Normally I would say something like bitchin' or legit. I'm not sure if that's cool to do now that I'm somewhat professional teaching people. Maybe it is. And I told my husband if I said super during one of these, I would smack myself. So I owe myself 5 slaps, so I'm going to go take care of that right now. I got to come up with a different word. Everyone else out there says super. So there. So thank you for joining me. I had fun, and I'm so sorry it took so long, but honest to God, I should now have a master's degree in computer programming trying to figure this out. I know anyone else's 10-year-old child could do it way quicker than me. And I even asked my friend, I tried multiple times to get her to let me borrow one of her children so that they could come and do this for me. And all that. That was Calvin that sneezed. He's my cat that's really huge, and he says hi. And he sneezed, so gesundheit, Calvin. It's not coronavirus. He's in quarantine. Okay, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye.